Last month, I took the kids to Oklahoma to go see family, and while I was gone, Brandon stayed here and had some work done that honestly I didn't want to be a part of. It gave me a lot of anxiety to even think about it. He hired a tree service to come out and cut like 9 trees that were right beside the house, that were kind of leaning towards the house, that were really big and scary. And then a couple days later, he had a friend come out and they cut like 10 more trees. So when I came home, it was like coming home to a whole new house. Like, I didn't even recognize it. It's taken me a little while to get used to not having the trees. And I mean, looking at my house, just nothing looks the same. I'm going to take you down here first and show you what Brandon did. This I'm pretty excited about. Check this out. Yeah, that's a giant, that is a lot of wood chips. I mean, look, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's kind of exciting. But I've got wood everywhere. Let me show you. Wood. I got it. That tree broke. I got to cut that tree. Or not me, obviously, Brandon. You see, I don't know if you can see it. There's a tree laying this way. It's been limbed. This one is not been limbed. Oh, look at all that work I gotta do, guys. You know, the tree service cut it all up and chipped it. I like it. My husband's service did not. He left it. But, okay, so there's one. I think that's just one tree. I didn't show you over here. Look at this. It's the other side of the driveway. Now, some of these trees were diseased. Some of them were blocking this beautiful view. So, do you hear it? Do you guys hear that? There's one of those pine beetles in there eating it. That's what it sounds like. That is it, chewing through the wood. Ugh, they're so gross. But it's a lot, like, and there are other trees back here. You can't see them because they're limbed. I've cleaned up all the limbs from them. But there are several other big trees like laying back here behind this one. There are a couple down here. There's all this, and it goes down. See all that, guys? Anyways, it's going to be a lot of work. We do have the wood splitter rented. I guess that's why I'm making this video, because now I just can't put it off anymore. It's been hard though, because this is, I don't know if you guys know what my house looked like before, but look at it now. There are no trees around my house. My house is just exposed. It's so weird. I know that we had to do it because it was dangerous to have them. They kept breaking. The maple tree, I think, is the biggest kick to me. And the maple tree could have stayed if it wasn't growing its roots into my septic system. So I kind of came to the decision of, it just kind of came down to either cut the tree or redo the entire septic system. I really didn't want to cut this maple because it's my favorite tree. It gave the house so much shade and it was just beautiful. But I asked the guys how much it would cost to move the septic system, and it was either $700 to cut the tree or $7,000 to put in a new septic system. And I just couldn't do it. You know, that's a lot of money. I will say this, when they did cut it, it made this cute little design. Let me show you. So there's a lot of the wood. Some of it's down here at the bottom. But look at this stump. Brandon says it looks like a face. I think it looks like a little owl. What do you guys think? Is it a face or an owl? Alright, and then this tree. This one was super scary. It was very tall. I don't know if you could tell how big it is, but it is a super, super big tree. We left it tall, like this. We left it tall so we can maybe do something with it. We don't know what we're gonna do with it. Maybe make a tree house for the kids. But here she is. Some of these, like you see this log right here, it stands up to my hip tall. I don't know how we're gonna move these. These are intimidating. So even though the front yard took a lot of my shade away and just changed the way the house looked, the backyard may be even more shocking to me. Just shocking to look at, you know, because more trees were cut in the back. But just check this out, guys. And then you go this way. Oh, guys. This is my shed, right? You go around the side of my shed. Oh, my goodness. Look at this tree. Look, they wrote their name in it. Top-notch tree service. But look at this. Oh, you got this tree. I mean, and this is a small tree. And look how big it is. But it goes all the way back to the fence, and there's so many. There's just so much. And then there'll be like just random logs in places like this. Then they also cut this big tree here by my woodshed, which I'm a little nervous about, because that's the thing I grab a hold on when I'm trying to come up this mountain in the snow, because sometimes it's very, very slippery, and that's the thing that I use to get up. I will definitely have to wear my spikes up here in the snow. Grasshopper. So yeah, guys, there it is. I got a ton of work to do. My house looks like a different house. It's taken me a couple weeks to make this video, because I just came home and cried, guys. My house is so much hotter. It is because I cut the shade off of it. Everything is just so different. So just know, guys, these are big permanent decisions that you're making, and we had to make them because it was scary. They were leaning just right over the house, and I have kids, I have a family, I have to keep my family safe, but it's just also really sad to me, because these trees live for so long, and now they're just gone. It's so weird. Anyways, I'm being a total baby about this, but oh no. So yeah, it's been a big change on the homestead, but I think we're gonna have plenty of wood for this winter, and probably some wood left over for next year. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and every other day that you do. See you next time.